3, 2, 1. I believe we're on. Yeah, we're live. Hello, everybody. This is Gabriel with stress relief for teachers, for everybody. And I'm happy to be here today because today I want to talk to you about depression. And I'm going to talk about clinical depression. There is very heavy-handed depressions that people are experiencing. This is true. But what I'm talking about is, let's say 95% of what people believe to be depression, which is really just an addiction or a habit of, not doing what they can do for themselves to actually, move forward in their lives. So they accept a particular belief about themselves, and, they get stuck in that, and the brain, since it's already connected to your body, basically starts to believe that, your body does, and then all of a sudden you're manifesting all these, bad emotions, negative vibes, you start feeling it as physical pain, excuse me. And all these things have a negative vibration, and it causes your body to stop healing. It causes your body to want to just continuously be in a fight or in a flight type of mentality, and that raises your cortisol levels, and basically we get stuck. That's an emotion. So as an EFT practitioner, I want to give you the algorithm for depression, how to tap that away, how to at least begin, to eliminate or reduce those depressive thoughts that you have in your mind that have become emotions that are stuck in your body. And there's a very simple process, but I want you to understand something. Perception is something that becomes a belief. Belief is at the core of everybody's universe. If you believe that you're depressed, then you can believe in a positive way that you can heal from that. And by having this belief, you're actually going to start the process of eliminating your depression. So I want to provide you today with the step-by-step, and the PDF guide, which is a little more extensive, is available in my group, Stress Relief for Teachers, here on Facebook. So if you want to, just ask for it, and I'd be more than happy to provide that to you. So in saying all of that, let's get you, feeling awesome about yourself with EFT tapping for depression. And this is the way it starts. I start all my clients out with a 3 minutes of heart activation breathing exercise. And basically all that is that we focus on our breathing to regulate our heart, to put ourselves in a positive state, to put ourselves in a state of gratitude. When you're in a state of gratitude, your positive vibrations exceed your negative ones. And while you are in a positive state, you're more receptive to healing yourself. And this is a very powerful thing because our brains can't heal ourselves. That's science fact. We just don't know about this because we don't believe that this is possible. Well, it is science fact. So we do about 3 minutes heart activation breathing, and if you want the audio, the meditation audio for the heart activation breathing exercise, please drop me a private message on Messenger, and I'll send it to you. No charge. I want you to have it. So once we do this, and once you are already regulated, what we want to do is we want to focus on what triggers your depression. Where you want to be specific. You want to be able to associate yourself with a specific event or something that causes you or triggers your depression. Asking yourself the following questions. You may want to ask yourself, who or what makes you depressed? Or what triggers your depression? Or what has to happen for you to feel better? And these 3 questions are empowering because now your mind is going to be like, or your brain is going to be asking these or looking for a solution. It's going to answer. It's going to want to answer, and that's what our brains do. You ask a question, it will start to look for an answer. So notice the physical sensations that may be associated with your depression and ask yourself these questions. Where in my body am I experiencing this feeling? A lot of people feel a knot in their stomachs, tightness in the chest, You may feel, some kind of like pain on your shoulder, or soreness. You may feel a headache or pain in the head somewhere. It might be on your knee. The whole thing is that our emotions create and manifest physical pain, and they affect, our organs. So you're going to probably feel that somewhere. It's just a matter of asking that question, and your brain will give you an answer to that. You also want to ask yourself, what color is it? What quality is it? What is the size of my depression? And then you want to rate this, okay? You want to rate your depression, how you feel about it at that very moment, okay, on a scale of -10, which is really bad, to 0, which is neutral or very good. And then you're going to write this down. You want to write down the intensity of how you feel. This is going to help you benchmark as you start to feel better. Now, it doesn't matter if you believe this or not. It really doesn't, because it's still going to work on you. But having a core belief that it will work will help you a lot more. It'll help you further the healing process. So you're going to write this down. And this is called the SUE scale, S-U-E, Subjective Units of Experience. So you experience an intensity with your depression, and you can rate that. You can give it a number. You can measure it on a scale and say, yeah, my depression feels like a -8, okay? And now you have a benchmark to start tapping. So this is a very specific tapping algorithm for depression. And please, I would like you to try to follow along. You can always revert back to the video, pause, stop, and go and continue. And if you want the PDF for this algorithm, drop me a note. I'd be more than happy to give that to you, so that you can practice, or you can have a one-on-one with me live, so I can show you and tap along with you. So step number 1, okay? You want to use each of the following statement, okay, this phrasing to begin tapping. And you're going to start tapping on your dominant or on your weaker hand. You're going to use your dominant hand, I'm right-handed, to tap on your weaker hand. And you're going to start on the karate chop point. Karate chop, like this. And it's somewhere between your knuckle and your wrist. And if you poke around, you'll feel it. It's on the fleshy part. So you want to start tapping there. And you're going to tap for 30 taps or more, or as long as it takes for you to finish the phrasing. And you're going to start with saying, even though I have felt depressed about, and you're going to fill in that blank, because it'll be a specific reason. And that's very important. Even though I have felt depressed about being divorced, I completely respect and accept myself. Even though I have felt depressed because I lost my brother in a war, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I have felt depressed during the winter months because of feeling locked up in COVID-19, I completely release all depression and empower myself. And then you stop. Take a deep breath. Pause. And then you let it out. And once you do this, you're going to go into the next step. And for depression, now you're going to focus on your gamut spot. And this is your gamut spot right here, between your pinky and your ring finger, between the knuckles. It's about an inch down, and if you poke around, you're going to feel that sore spot. And now we're going to use the short or the reminder phrase of the bigger phrase. And you're going to tap the gamut spot 30 times as you say, I release my depression. 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 And now you're going to move on to the collarbone. And on your collarbone, right from the middle over to the side about an inch and a half, okay? You're going to feel the sore spot there. You're going to tap that 7 times, and you're going to say, Depression is free to leave now. Depression is free to leave now. You're going to take a deep breath. Pause. And let it out. And at this point, what you want to do is you want to take a second rating of the intensity that you were feeling initially. So if you started off with your first rating as let's say a -8, and you're now taking a second rating, your intensity should have gone down. Let's say it went down to a -5. That's progress in eliminating and reducing your depression for that specific event in your life that's causing you to feel this way. So now we move on to what's called the 9-point Gamut series. Now this may seem awkward, but this is a way to get your brain involved, accepting the belief that your depression, can be eliminated and will be eliminated. So the Gamut point is the same as here. This is the same point. It's a Gamut series. It's 9 steps. And you're going to continue to tap on your Gamut point as you close your eyes, open your eyes. Then you're going to look down hard left without moving your head. And center your eyes again. And you're going to look down hard right. And center your eyes again without moving your head. Now you're going to roll your eyes clockwise without moving your head. And you're going to roll them counterclockwise. And now you're going to hum a couple of bars of Happy Birthday. And now you're going to count from 1 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to hum again. And stop. Take another deep breath. Pause, and then let it out. Now you may feel a tingly sensation. You may feel like you're under a bell, like you've been donged. And this is okay. This is not hurting you. This is not affecting you. This is your energy, your emotions are starting to release. This is you actually starting a healing process. And the beautiful thing is that when you were tapping your karate chop point, you were doing what's called a psychological reversal. You were prepping your energy flow in your body to start releasing all those bad vibes that are helping you or making you feel depressed. So now we're going to continue the tapping session because it's not over. We're going to help you eliminate your depression today. Now you're going to tap under the eye 7 times, and you're going to repeat the reminder phrase, I deeply accept feeling great. Then you're going to go under your arm. Today I feel empowered forever. You're going to go back to your collarbone. My happiness is present. My happiness is present. And now you're going to rate it for a 3rd time. So if you were in a -5 and you bring it down to a -2, excellent, you're making progress. And now we're going to finish the depression algorithm again with the 9-point, but we're going to do one last thing at the end. We're going to go 10 steps here. So you're going to tap your Gamut point, close your eyes, open your eyes, look down hard left, bring up your eyes centered, look down hard right, bring up your eyes centered, roll your eyes clockwise, roll your eyes counterclockwise, hum Happy Birthday. Count from 1 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hum. And now stop. And now we're going to center our heads, and we're going to look straight down, and we're going to lift our eyes all the way up to the ceiling, about 5 to 7 seconds, all the way up. Now, take a deep breath, pause, and let it out. And that's it. These are the steps, the algorithm for EFT tapping for depression, to help you start getting into the healing process, to start eliminating that emotion. Depression is an emotion. There's a lot of write-ups, a lot of scientifics, a lot of medical facts, this and that, that keep you depressed more than anything else. Even reading about the facts is depressing. 95% of people on the planet are depressed. Wow, that's depressing. I don't want to read about that. I want to read about the solution. EFT tapping for depression is a most viable solution for depression, for any level of depression, as long as you're specific. If you feel like your level of depression has gone down, but not exactly a 0, you can repeat the process. It's not going to hurt you. Or maybe you're not being specific enough, and this is where an EFT practitioner like myself comes, pays a lot of dividends, because we help guide you through this process, and we tap along with you to make sure that you're doing it right and that you're getting the kind of solutions and best outcomes that you're looking for. So repeat the full sequence until the rating, is under a -2, and you keep doing it. It's not going to hurt you. Now, information on this post is taken from materials that I learned from the Priority Academy and my mentor Graham Nichols. So I have permission to use these materials for the purpose of healing people, helping people out. So please share this information with anyone wanting emotional freedom from daily stresses and depression. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share this video with anybody that you feel may need it or may want to eliminate and reduce their depression. I help 10 people a month for free. So feel free to come by. Say hello, have a conversation with me. Allow me to help you. And ask for the free EFT Tapping to Self-Treat Depression PDF. Ask for me today. Come into my messenger, leave me a message, and I'd be more than happy to drop it for you. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Gabriel, Tapping with Gabe. Real people, real teachers, Have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you again. Bye-bye.